How we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as we welcome you back to another week of Pitt Panther football. The Panthers taking a trek down to North Carolina to take on the Duke Blue Devils. Both teams come into this matchup with very strong defenses and very good records. The Blue Devils sitting at 3-1, while your Pitt Panthers still unranked, maybe not as respected as they should be, sitting at 5-0. It should be a great game, so let's take you out to the field here for Pitt against Duke. And so we're ready to get underway. The Panthers will receive D'Anthony Hamilton's back, and we are underway here for some Pitt Panthers football. He will take the ball off from about the 1-yard line, cuts towards the middle of the field before he's brought down on a 21-yard return. Davion Reynolds, the Panthers' sophomore tailback, leading the offense out onto the field. He's been very, very good of late. 180-yard performance against UCLA, over 160 yards in total against Virginia last week. And the Panthers go to Reynolds here for 6 yards on the opening carry. He's up over 550 yards on the season. That was his 100th carry of the campaign, and he's been very, very strong in taking a lead back role for the Panthers this year. Kirk going to roll out now, has a man over the middle. He had two crossers. He decides to go to Keith Onyango, and that's a 16-yard grab for the Panthers junior wideout. Moves the sticks, and it's the first down of the day for the Pitt Panthers. Kirk now to play action to Reynolds. He's got a man on an out route. That's Sino Rogers. Short gain for the redshirt freshman, who's been another big impact player this year for a Panthers offense that, while being a bit inconsistent, especially with turnovers, has proven to be very, very explosive. Reynolds goes up the middle for 11. Nice game for the Panthers. Now they're going to look for a screen. This time it's going to be Rogers. He's going to shed one tackler, and he's got room. Dances around one Blue Devil defender there, and he's down to about the 15-yard, 25-yard catch and run for the freshman speedster, the real deal, Sino Rogers there. He shakes off one defender and then puts those burners to the test. Dances around Tommy Carter. That's a potential first-round pick in the safety position for the Blue Devils, and Rogers made him look absolutely foolish, getting the Panthers into the red zone here. Wildcat now, it's going to be Davion handing off to Daenerys Carter there, the big bullback for the Panthers. They're 6'3" of muscle, goes for about a yard there, short gain, and Kirk's going to get back into the shotgun now. He'll hand off to Reynolds this time, so instead of handing the ball off, he's taking the handoff, and he gets about 2, 3rd and long now for the Panthers. Don't want to squander a really productive opening drive here. Back to passes Kirk. He's got time to throw, and he had an open man. I believe that was Christian Klump, the tight end there, who was open, and Kirk just misses him, meaning Johnny Madej, all-day Madej, is going to come out and attempt a short field goal. That kick is up. That kick is good, and the Panthers take an early 3-0 lead. It's going to be Curtis Thompson-Bell, leading the Duke Blue Devil offense out onto the field now. He's going to start with a quick pass to Willie Tyson over the middle, and his big target to look for is going to be Simon, the tight end. 256 yards and a TD on the season, so decent start to the campaign, and he's definitely his number one target for the redshirt freshman signal caller here. Couple of young guys in at quarterback. Thompson-Bell, obviously, second year, but it's his first year playing. C.J. Kirk for the Panthers in his second year now as the starting quarterback for the Pitt Panthers. So a lot of youngsters really making an impact at the NCAA level here in recent years, most notably. But Thompson-Bell back to pass on 3rd and 11. He's got a man over the middle. It's going to be James Hood, who's going to go for 9. Great tackle there. That's Matt Emery, the Panthers safety, stepping up, bringing the man down short of the line to gain, and the Panthers will quickly retake the football here. Kirk now, he's got some pressure, and that's going to be knocked down by Corey Ellis. Lucky to not have that intercepted was Kirk, because he tried to throw for a screen, but Duke brought a lot of pressure there. Panthers go mid-screen now again. It's going to be Nash Jackson. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he's able to turn what looked to be a devastating loss of yards into a 3-yard gain. And 3rd and 7 now for the Panthers. Play action as they fake the sweep there. It's KJ Welsh over the middle, but really good coverage by the Blue Devils. Able to knock the ball away, and Welsh comes up gimpy, holding his side, and he's going to be out for at least 2 quarters now with back spasms. We may not see him for the remainder of the game. He is questionable to return for the Panthers, who have to punt the football away. It's going to be Marcus Williams taking the handoff there, 3-yard pickup for the Blue Devils, as Pitt on the 3-and-out after a good defensive stop. Williams goes up the middle, plenty of room there, 12-yard pickup before Cedric Granger is able to come up and knife him down. So first down for the Blue Devils, first time they move the chains on the day today. 2-yard pickup there for Williams as he's brought down by Adarion Mitchell, the senior outside linebacker for the Panthers. Thompson Bell now goes right back to Williams on the draw on 3rd and long. The Panthers not fooled. They shut down the middle of the field, and that's true freshman Jordan Murphy Jr. making the tackle and getting the football back for the Panthers on the punt now. Reynolds up the middle with the handoff. A lot of motion from the Panthers, but not creating a ton of separation as it stands right now. Reynolds in the Wildcat now. He's going to go back to Daenerys Carter there. Decent pickup, about 3. He's going to make it 3rd and short. Second time they've tried that movement a little bit today, and not a ton of room for Carter. They send Jackson in motion, but it's going to be Kirk. He had a man. It looked like it rolls out. He does find Nash Jackson, but Jackson on the screen there had stepped out of bounds, and I think that's going to be illegal touching by the Panthers' young receiver. Gotta have a little bit of awareness of the field there as Jackson stepped out of bounds, takes the penalty. That comes with a loss of down, and so the Panthers forced to punt the football away. A good play call there, but it looked like Kirk just missed that. He had a receiver open at first across the middle of the field, and then when he went to Jackson, Jackson comes up with the mistake. So a couple mental mistakes for the Panthers here, costing them early in the game. Screen there, and there's nowhere to run. That's Ryan Jacobs coming across and making a great tackle there. Big loss for the Blue Devils, and it's 2nd and behind the sticks now. Thompson Bell runs the option there. That's going to go to Jory Joyner, the tight end, who was out in space. They're using him in a heavy formation, and he's going to go to the house. Off to the races is Jory Joyner. What a play call there by the Blue Devils. I think it completely caught the Panthers out of sorts. They went for the option run with Thompson Bell, and he's not particularly fast. Jory Joyner makes one man miss. I think that was Damian Vector who couldn't make the tackle, and then the Panthers had nobody in the secondary, and Joyner was off to the races, and the Blue Devils shocking the ACC right now, and the Panthers take a 7-3 lead here late in the opening frame. Reynolds now up the middle as the Panthers take the ball, looking to answer here, and he's going to pick up about 2 as we get into the final minute of the opening stanza here. 5 wide set on 2nd down now for Kirk. Time to throw as Duke doesn't really rush anybody. He's got a man over the middle, and that's a great catch. Shane Mitchell, the ball was behind him, and he makes an incredible one-handed grab there out in the open field to turn it into a 23-yard grab. Spectacular catch by Shane Mitchell there as Kirk finds him over the middle for the big gain. 1st and 10 now. Rogers going to go in motion, but they're going to hand it off to Davion Reynolds. He's got room off the sideline there. Picks up 6 on the off-tackle handoff there. Rogers a bit of a decoy in that particular setup. Play action again for Kirk now. He's got time to throw. Looks, has a man. That's Ceno Rogers this time. Really good job by Kirk, keeping his eyes downfield on the play action and getting another big gain for the Panthers, who trail 7-3 at the end of the first quarter, but they are driving here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. 1st and 10 for Pitt after the big gain to Ceno Rogers here. They'll put Rogers in motion into the backfield. A little triple option now. It's Kirk out wide. He pitches it to Ceno, who takes a big hit and holds on. That's one of those situations where you maybe put your receiver in a little bit of trouble for a fumble there, but Rogers does a great job hanging on to the ball. 2nd down now. It's Christian Klump. He sheds one wannabe tackler and fights his way forward for a 1st down for the Panthers, down to about the 10. It'll be 1st and 10, but effectively a 1st and goal. They can get a 1st down, but they want to find the end zone here, and it's going to be Davion Reynolds finding pay dirt for the Panthers, and it's a big Pitt touchdown. They're going to take the lead right back here, just barely into the 2nd quarter. Great play call and great weaving by Reynolds, great agility and shiftiness by the sophomore, and he finds pay dirt for the Panthers. Touchdown, 10-7 Pitt. Thompson Bell back to pass. Now he's got Tyson there in the slot. We talked about Tyson in the pregame lead-up, how he has good speed, and he could be a tough matchup for the Panthers here if Duke does decide to get the aerial attack going. It's going to be Williams, though. We've seen a heavy dose of Marcus Williams here to start the game, and he's run fairly effectively there. Picks up the 1st down. They're going to give it to him on the draw now. He fights through a Cedric Granger tackle. He's got a 1st down and plenty more. Brian Youngling, the man to bring down Williams after a 19-yard gain. He's over 50 yards for the day, and Duke is into Pitt territory. It's going to be Stephon Young now taking the handoff. He can't get through a wall of Panther defenders there. It's going to be Matt Emery eventually the man to bring him down, but great pursuit by the entire Panthers defense on that one. 2nd and 12 now. It's going to be James Hood over the middle. He's brought down by, I think that was Dio Langston, the Panthers sophomore middle linebacker, the JUCO transfer from Independence Junior College in Kansas. Great tackle there. Setting up 3rd and 5, which Williams is going to convert. 8-yard pickup again for the Blue Devils, who are running very, very well right now. Of course, the big run on the option to Joey Joyner. They try it again, and this time the Panthers snuff it out. They went with that triple option attack. The pitch to Joyner, and Thompson Bell had no room to operate here. He goes for play action. He's going to be brought down. Sack, loss of 4 yards. Huge tackle. That's Langston coming off the edge. Bit of a stunt from the outside for the middle linebacker. They ran the play action on the fake screen, and there was nowhere to throw. Langston brings him down, and the Dukies are going to attempt a long 48-yard field goal. That kick is up, and it's going to be good. It does just get the distance, and the Blue Devils will level the game here halfway through the second quarter. Carter in motion now. He's going to take a handoff from Kirk. He throws it back to the Panthers signal call. Bit of trickeration, and CJ's off to the races. He's across midfield, down to about the 30. Sheds a tackle. Could he go? No. He's going to be brought down at the 15. The Panthers put Austin Penny, their backup quarterback, onto the field as a decoy. Instead, they hand it off to Daenerys Carter, the tailback. He throws it back to CJ Kirk, and it turns into a 60-yard catch and run for the Panthers. Huge bit of trickeration, and they're into Duke territory very, very quickly. They go on the screen now. It's Cino Rogers out wide for an 8-yard pickup. The Panthers just 7 yards away from pay dirt after 2 plays. Play action for Kirk now. He looks. He's got a man in the end zone. It's deflected away. I think that might have been Stephen Muhammad, the middle linebacker, with a great job getting his hands up to stop the fade attempt from Kirk there. He goes to Reynolds now. He's going to fight forward. Needed 2, got 3, and the Panthers get a reprieve here with a new set of downs, 1st and goal. Play action from Kirk, fakes the run up the middle. He's got a man in the corner, and that's going to be a touchdown. Christian Klump, 4 yards for the Panthers tight end, and the Pitt offense finally coming to play here. Some really, really inventive play calling. You love to see that from the Pitt offensive attack here, and it's going to be Klump this time, the beneficiary, as he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Pitt retakes the lead. Thompson Bell back to throw now. He's got Simon, the tight end, out wide on the crossing route. 4-yard pickup there. Sets up 3rd and 4 now. Shotgun look for Thompson Bell. He's back to pass. Pitt rushes 4, and he finds Mario Williams there on the out and in over the middle. Great route there on the angle route for the tailback there. Took advantage of the space as the Panthers brought a couple extra blitzers and gets the first down. Here's going to be Williams. Fights through the first layer of Panther defenders before he's brought down. Pickup of 5. Setting up 3rd and 4 now for the Blue Devils here. Thompson Bell back to pass. Plenty of time. Pitt rushes 4. He finds a man, but unable to hold on was the tight end Simon. Great defense. That's Talik Bridges, the outside linebacker, able to knock the football away. We haven't heard his name much this season, but that's a great defensive play, closing on the football and forcing the Blue Devils into a punt with the incompletion. Panthers now with the ball, looking to separate and really extend their advantage here late in the opening half, and that's going to be CJ Kirk. Designed run there, nice little quarterback draw. He gets up the middle for a very solid pickup. They're going to go option now on 1st and 10. It's going to be Kirk out wide. He pitches to Davion Reynolds. Good solid chunk of gain for the Panthers. 9 yards there out wide as they're nearing midfield here. Under 2 minutes to play. Kirk back to pass, has time, has a man over the middle, and that's Cino Rogers. He's got plenty of room to the sideline, and they just push him out as he crosses into the red zone. Great bit of play there. Rogers opened up, and he nearly turned that into 6. Really nice play call. Rogers in motion now as the Panthers look to design something for him again. Not any kind of availability, so instead Kirk has to scramble. It's going to be a bit of a coverage sack there. Looks like it was a design screen for Rogers that just never had any opportunity to get going here. So it's 3rd and 11 for Pitt. They're content to let the clock down, maybe settle for a field goal. Instead, they go screen to Reynolds, and he's dragged down by his face mask. That's a costly, costly penalty for the Duke Blue Devils there, as they had stopped Pitt and had likely forced a field goal opportunity. Instead, it's going to be a new set of downs as Demetrius Raymond, the man with his hand caught in the cookie jar. Penalty for the Blue Devils. First down for Pitt. And on first and goal, it's going to be C.J. Kirk keeping the ball. He's down to about the 1 before he's stopped just short of the line to gain. Pitt going to use a timeout here. 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be play action, or an option, I should say. Kirk, he pitches it. It's Daenerys Carter. He's lucky it wasn't taken away. Dangerous play by the Panthers sophomore signal caller. Pitt will use another timeout here with 12 seconds to play and third and goal to go. Kirk over the middle, has a man. It's Keith Onyango for the touchdown, and Pitt pushes their advantage to 2 scores. A great play call there, a little play action. Duke bit on the run fake, and Onyango was able to create a bit of separation across the middle of the field. Nobody tracked him in that Duke secondary. He pulls the ball in. It's a Panther touchdown, and that's going to likely take us to the end of the second quarter and halftime here with your Pitt Panthers leading the Duke Blue Devils 24-10 here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So it was a great opening first half of play for the Panthers. 220 yards passing, including 60 yards on a great trick play call where Daenerys Carter found C.J. Kirk. Pitt's been moving the ball well. Duke has been running very efficiently on the Panthers, but Pitt's been timely with their stops. Couple of big plays that they've taken advantage of. And when they've gotten into the red zone offensively, they've actually been rewarded with touchdowns. Let's hope they can keep that moving into the second half here. We'll take you back out to the field. So the Blue Devils looking to respond on their opening drive here of the second half, cut the Panthers lead in half possibly with a touchdown, and they're going to go with Curtis Thompson-Bell on the option. Their 6-yard pickup on their opening play of the third quarter. Thompson-Bell back to pass now at second down. He's got Marcus Williams out in the flat. That's going to be enough for a first down gain before he is leveled by a combo of, I think it was Darion Mitchell and maybe Deuce Holland there on the tackle. Panthers laying the wood, but Duke does move the sticks here. It's going to be Thompson-Bell. They try the option yet again. They've used that to their advantage in this game so far, and that's going to be enough to move the sticks on the benefit of a penalty. The Panthers get the hand on the face mask of Thompson-Bell. That's going to be Cedric Granger, the man called for the foul, and Duke's going to cross into plus territory now. Motion from Tyson as they hand off to Williams, and he is leveled. Darion Mitchell comes right through the gap and puts the shoulder into the Duke tailback and crushes him behind the line. 3rd and 11. Now they have a man over the middle. It's going to be Quinn the fourth. Will Quinn with the grab. Soft coverage from the Panthers there, and Duke takes advantage and keeps the drive alive. They go to the option now to Williams. He's got plenty of room to run. Gets away from a man. Youngling able to use his great speed to track him down, but that's 21 yards for Marcus Williams as he nears the century mark. Duke into the red zone here against the Panthers for the first time today. Thompson-Bell now. He's got plenty of room outside. He loses the football in a big hit, and the Panthers fall on it. That's Granger, I think, who's the man to come away with the football. A gigantic hit laid on the quarterback by the Panthers, forces the fumble, and Pitt gets the takeaway. And it's a great stand by the Panthers defense here. Daenerys Carter now the man with the football, 2-yard pickup there. He hasn't found hardly any running room. He's been more effective as a passer for the Panthers today. 2nd and 8. Rogers motions into the backfield. They're going to hand off to Reynolds, though, up the middle there. Solid gain for the Panther tailback. 8-yard pickup. Gets them very near the first down marker here, sets up 3rd and short. They go the 2 halfback look in the shotgun now. Play action for Kirk. Has a man over the middle. That's Nash Jackson, and that's going to move the chains. 11-yard gain there over the middle to the Panthers. Speedy receiver from Kirk does a great job finding him, keeping the drive alive. Back to pass, Kirk, plenty of time. Has a man deep. It's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's going to be Matt McDonald, the man to grab the football there. And it looks like he's brought down by the face mask as well. So 15 yards are going to be tacked onto the end of that return. Kirk had time to throw, and as the pressure finally got to him, he decided to just chuck one up deep to double coverage, where unfortunately Duke took it away. That's one of the real first costly mental mistakes that Kirk has made, though he's had a couple of tough close calls as far as pitches have been concerned. But that one's taken away by Duke, and they get second life here now as they have the ball near midfield. Thompson-Bell back to pass, goes with the screen. It's going to be Marcus Williams, who we've got a heavy dose of today. He's brought down by Matt Emery, but on 3rd and 7, he needs 7. He gets 8, and Duke moving the chains into Pitt territory yet again. Over the middle, that's going to be James Hood. Great little in route there. The Panthers look like they were in some sort of zone. Damian Vector let him run away from him, and he had plenty of room. Thompson-Bell was able to find him. They go option to Marcus Williams again now. He's twisting and turning, and he's twirled down to the ground, pirouetted to the turf by Talik Bridges on the stop there. Sets up 3rd and short. Panthers bring a heavy blitz. They go screen. Great job reading it, and that is the defensive leader of this defense. It's Malachi Bordeaux, the 5th-year senior from Maine, making the tackle there. He was the only man out in space. He had to be the one to bring down Williams, and he did it. Forces Duke into the field goal, and the Panthers maintain their 2-possession advantage right now. Good throw this time by Kirk. The Panthers trusting him. They go right back to him on 1st down there and let him sling it, and that goes to Onyango for a 7-yard pickup. Screen now. They run screens to both sides. It's going to be Onyango. He nearly, if he breaks that tackle, he might be off to the races. As it is, it's a great pickup there and a 1st down for the Panthers. Play action now. They roll Kirk out to the right here. He had a man short. He tried to go on the comeback. I think that was to KJ Welsh. If he'd have just dumped it off the clump, the Panthers might have had a solid pickup. But 3rd and 7 now. Kirk going to roll out to his right again. Plenty of space. Looks, he's got a man deep, and it's going to be Davion Reynolds. Over the shoulder catch. That dude Davion making his mark on this contest. Really nice throw from Kirk there. He just drops it in a bucket, and Reynolds with incredible concentration to be able to haul that one in and move the chains for the Panthers. Kirk now, he's got Daenerys Carter. Nice little delayed handoff there. First big gain that Carter's been able to pick up. About 7 there. Sets up 2nd and 3. Panthers letting some clock run off. They decide to send some motion. Instead, Kirk's going to keep it himself. He's got room to the outside. Nice spin move. Gets a block, and he's brought down inside the 10. Really nice carry by Kirk there on the QB power. They faked it, almost play action, as you were, an option there, and Kirk turns into a nice gain and a 1st down. They go triple option this time. It's Zeno Rogers. He's got room, and he's into the end zone. He's horse-collared down to the turf, but he finds the back of the end zone, or I should say the front of the end zone, the nose for the goal line. We've seen from Zeno Rogers 3 touchdowns last week, and he's back on the score sheet here tonight. Great little triple option by the Panthers. They motion Rogers into the backfield with the wide receiver option, and Kirk finds him, and he uses that agility to cut upfield, find the goal line, and score for the Panthers, who make it 31-13. Thompson Bell's going to keep that one. Takes a big hit from Granger there to set up 2nd and 3. Play action here. Panthers bring pressure. Great job picking up by the Duke line, and they get 1st down yardage there. That's going to be a Darion Mitchell with the tackle, but not after Tyson does get 1st down yardage. Some more motion for Duke here. Thompson Bell has a man over the middle. He's got Hood. Really nice. I like the offensive concepts we're seeing from Duke here. They just haven't turned it into a ton of points, but they have moved the ball okay, especially on the ground against a Pitt Panthers defense that's only given up 70 yards a game on the ground. Duke's well into the hundreds in this contest here, but the Panthers do lead 31-13 as we get the 4th quarter underway. Motion here. Thompson Bell back to pass. He's got a man. It's going to be Simon, the tight end. Holds on to it this time despite the pressure from the Pitt defense. And it's going to be a short gain and move the chains for the Blue Devils here. 1st and 10 now. Thompson Bell looks to set up a screen to Williams again, and the Panthers seem to be catching on to that screen game that the Blue Devils have been trying to throw at them for the majority of this game here. It's another great job by the Panthers to stop a man short here. Sets up 3rd and very long, and because of that, Duke gets a completion to John Smith, but it's not enough to move the chains, and so the Blue Devils forced to go for it here, trailing by 18. Thompson Bell up the middle to Williams. He's got nowhere to go. Deuce Holland comes up and makes a huge tackle. Unable to find the sticks is Williams, and the Panthers are going to take the football away and get a 1st down here. Kirk now hands off to Carter. He does a nice little spin move there, just enough for a short gain there, but saves himself from a big loss. And that's a huge stand by the Panthers defense. You love to see it there. Really good job getting Duke behind the sticks. And instead, the Panthers are going to give it away, though, and give Duke another chance. That's Matt McDonald again, able to take the football away. He did have good coverage, but it looks like it was maybe, just a little bit of an errant throw by Kirk, but McDonald does a nice job jumping in front of KJ Welsh, who we really haven't heard his name all day. You wonder if Kirk was maybe trying to force feed him the ball there to get him involved, but really nice defensive play by McDonald, and the Panthers are going to play takeaway right back. That's Damian Vector. Curtis Thompson Bell tried to go for it all there, and instead Damian Vector steps in front of the intended receiver. If he doesn't get it there, that's a touchdown, but instead it's a takeaway. So from touchdown to takeaway for the Panthers, Damian Vector with a great interception. Pitt football once again. Cino, Rogers in motion here on first down. They're going to run the wide receiver option. They turned it into a touchdown before, and Rogers nearly turns into a big gain. He's absolutely corralled to the turf. Wow, what a hit there that was by Duke. Could have turned into a gigantic gain for the Panthers. He had blockers down the field, but it is a still modest pickup of 6, and the Panthers are going to turn that into a first down now. Reynolds 8 yards through a hole, and it's going to be a nice gain for the Panthers up to near midfield. Second down now. Kirk hands it off to Carter. The Panthers seem content now after a couple of interceptions by their sophomore quarterback to just run the ball and try and chip away at this Duke defense and just get as much time off the clock as they can. It's going to be Carter again for first down yards, and we may have a penalty on the play as well. Face mask it is, so tack 15 onto the end of that one as the Panthers just keep churning and burning down the field here into Duke territory. KJ Welsh in motion now. He goes behind. Play action to Reynolds. Kirk sits in the pocket, and he finds Welsh this time for a 7-yard pickup as he steps out of bounds before taking a hit. Sets up 3rd and short now for the Panthers. They go again kind of with this shotgun tight end in the fullback position. Look, they go to Rogers, and he's into the end zone again. Another touchdown run for the real deal Rogers. Cino nose for the end zone. You have to say that about him. He's electric. We know how much speed he has, but showing off the agility there for the Panthers as Rogers finds the end zone. Great play call by the Panthers and fantastic blocking, you have to say, by everyone downfield. Rogers obviously makes it happen with the speed and with the agility, but really good blocking that you can't say enough about. And this Panthers offense has been so dynamic this year. We've seen such a change. Brennan Marion came in to the offensive coordinator team, receiver coach and everything, and he's just made a great impact on this Pitt offense, bringing his go-go concepts to an offense that was a little bit stagnant last year, you have to say. And that's going to be vectored with another interception. So much action in this contest here in the fourth quarter. Another turnover. This time it's Thompson Bell trying to find a man on the sideline. Vector takes it away, and the Panthers here with a 25-point lead. They're going to be able to just really put in some backups now. Austin Penny in at quarterback. You see D'Anthony Hamilton, the true freshman return specialist, but also solid running back with some great speed as well. He's going to get a handoff up the middle. Courtney Hill going to be flagged for the face mask there. Penny's in. The Panthers heavy set here. 3 tailbacks. Look at that. They got Penny. They go triple option. They got Daenerys Carter. Colin Wells in there. And Carter's going to turn this into a huge game. He may go. It's going to be a touchdown. Daenerys Carter. And it's going to be a pass. They're going to rule as a forward pass by Austin Penny rather than an option pitch. And so it's going to be a touchdown pass for Penny to Daenerys Carter. 36 yards. House call for the Panthers. And they've really just exploded out the gate here in the fourth quarter. Some big plays. Some defensive stops. And now we're going to see the likes of true freshman Matt Wright in at safety here. He's looked very good in limited time, I think. Huge prospect picked up for the Panthers. Number 2 strong safety from the recruiting class last year out of South Carolina. Panthers had a huge recruiting battle between him and between themselves and UCLA. Of course, in this one, Duke one final chance at a big game. Simon unable to hold on to it. And that's going to do it. Your Pitt Panthers are going to come away with a massive victory over the Duke Blue Devils. Cino Rogers, 2 more touchdowns, over 120 yards in this contest. 5 catches, 5 carries, and 2 scores for the real deal. Great performance all around. Defense came to play. Couldn't let the Duke offense really get anything going in the second half, and they took what looked to be a tight affair and put their foot down and put the gas pedal on in the second half. Huge victory for the Panthers, and one to really show the college football world that they are here to play and can make things happen. 6-0 for Pitt now after a 45-13 victory here against the Duke Blue Devils. As always, we thank you guys for tuning in. Hail to Pitt, and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.